Hi guys. How are you? So nice to see you. Oh my god. Mind you, I did my hair, but holy macaroni, it's frizzy. How are you guys? I miss you guys. I feel like it's been forever and a day, and um we've had a lot of storms here too, and I got to tell you, our temperature's been chilly for June. It's really outrageous. Oh, thank you. I miss being in my own space, I have to say. And I'm sitting by the window because I'm waiting for this Amazon truck, I guess. Richard, or the housemate who's in the hospital, ordered something and it's coming today, and it was supposed to come tomorrow. So I really, anyway, um, hello to everyone. I am your host, Teresa, for those of you that don't know me. Um, oh, the cussing doggies. In nomine Patre, Filii, Spiritu Santo. Ay, mamma mia. I got to tell you, I think that's why I titled this today. The dogs, they're good dogs. They really are. They're discombobulated, both my dogs and my brother's dogs. And I have three of them at my feet. And I wish I could show you this. They're constantly underfoot. I am walking on a sprained ankle. So that's not been very helpful. And then my two pups are very discombobulated. They miss people, they miss sitting in the windows and looking around. We've had some weird energy shifts here, and they just stare in the woods and bark at all hours. So if I come out of this sane, that's miracle number one. Richard, hello. Angela, hello. I'm not even looking at the echo is here. Hello. So, and then I don't always have signal. So if I want to talk on the phone, I have to go out the front. Well, I call it the front door. My brother says the side entrance. Go out the side entrance, take a right. I have to stand under this tree, buy this Adirondack chair if it's not raining, and talk on the telephone, because otherwise you get disconnected. And I thought, he's got really good internet, but not for me. So let me see who else is here. And Karen Suki is here. Lovely. I just don't want to miss anybody. And so nice to see you guys. All right. I think I said hello to everybody then. I want to just make sure I didn't miss anybody, guys. I hate when I do that. So you can't use Wi-Fi calling? No. Wouldn't that be fun and great? The next step, if I were to ever, oh, here comes UPS, so they're going to go crazy. Can I just pause everybody? I'm not going to let you listen to it. I'll be right back. Mish, entertain everyone. Okay. Oh my gosh. So I'll probably have to let them back in, but the UPS guys are gone and the dogs went chasing them. So oh, I'm telling you guys, this has been a treat and a half. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to just go through some of these comments and then dive in. Oh, banana cream. Are we talking pies? What's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a bicycle and a nicely dressed man on a tricycle? A tire. Aren't you guys funny? Sorry, now the mosquitoes are dive bombing me. All right, I'm back. Richard, I see you. Please come back soon. A crazy wife says to her husband that moose are falling from the sky. The husband says, it's reindeer. Oh, maybe you should go get my huge delivery while she's doing this. It sat outside all night. You should, Karen. We'll wait for you too. What do a dog and a cell phone have in common? Both have caller ID. Oh my God. Oh my word. All right. Okay. We're going to skip. Let's just dive in, shall we? I'm going to go through some of this. Bad dad jokes. Your Angela's hungry. So am I. Elizabeth's in the house. Hello, Elizabeth. I did. Oh, there she is. Hello. All right. Well, I'm just going to ask y'all to send some prayers my way. Because it's really my nerves. So let me bring everybody up to speed just in case y'all don't know. So I'm here in the Catskills in upstate New York. I'm literally in deliverance. And I'm with my 2 Shih Tzu dogs, my beautiful boys, and they're barking out the door to come in. And then I have the 3 golden retrievers, Lucy, Softa, Ava. So we could talk about the personalities for sure, but oh, my gravy is all I can say. And so, I thought I'm composed, right? I have this inner love and light and composure. I can be patient. I yell more now. Thank God I don't have children. I mean, seriously, I don't have children because I'm yelling at them like they're children, like they can comprehend. And when I tell them to either sit or be quiet or relax or calm down or whatever, sit, stay, yeah, that's going right out the window. Now, if this was a kid, think about this, right? They're used to being with their dad full time. So his name is Richard. Richard lives in this house full time, 7 days a week. He works from here. He does all his stuff from here. And he hasn't been here. My brother travels back and forth. So they're used to him coming and going. And then I'm here full time, essentially 5 days and then a couple of days at home. So it's it's a lot for them. They're confused. Where's Richard? Where's their dad? Oh, I'm going to open the window. Can you hear this? This cacophony. Hey, shh. This cacophony of dogs. And then there's Tessie the cat. So Tessie is up on the 2nd floor loft, I'll call it. And there's a spiral staircase that goes up there. And all I can tell you is she will start to come down the stairs and stare. And that's my cue to get the dogs out of Dodge so that she can sneak outside. All right, they're going crazy. Hold, please. All right, kids. Hey. Hey, hey. I know. Come on. Come on. Everybody in. Everybody in. Come on. Stop there. Where's Lucy? All right. Come on. Sit down. All right. All right, everybody. Sit down. There's nobody here. You what you want to say? Oh, come here. You want to say hi to everybody? Come here. No? All right, hold on. Hold on. Here. All right. Well, that didn't work. There's a door that has an escape hatch that my brother put in so they can run in and out. So hopefully they'll calm down. They're just hot wired. My dogs eat very poorly. They don't like any of the food that I give them. These dogs eat 3 meals a day. Hi, Luce. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. Say hello. Say, look this way. No, don't. Why look that way? Look, 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 look. Say hello. Hello. And they hoover their food in like 2 seconds. So they really are a funny group of dogs. And I'm finding, that I'm not as grounded. Clint's in the house. Hello, Clint. I caught you the other night with, oh shoot, what was his name? It was like a guy talk thing, but I couldn't respond for whatever reason. My phone wouldn't let me. Thank you, Angela. I need that loving blue light. I'm telling you. I'm just going through the comments. I think this is the first time I've seen Teresa in a t-shirt. Oh yes, and it's a dragonfly. And this place is filled with dragonflies. And Clint, I'm in deliverance country. I'm really in the backwoods. When I tell you I'm in the backwoods. All right, Carmel, shall we do it? Near. And I don't have all my belongings with me at my brother's. And so it didn't make sense to bring my whole closet here. But then I have 10 or 11 more days, and then I'm home full time. And I'm definitely, I'm frazzled. I'm frazzled. And, I was telling you guys about my walk up the mountains when I take the dogs, all 5 of them, by the way. And I bring this, they each have a tennis ball, the Goldens. And we found an itsy bitsy teeny one for my little biscotti because he keeps stealing the big dog's balls, but he won't give them back for me to throw them. And there's a stick that you have that you can throw the ball because I have a wussy arm when I throw. And so I'm throwing all the way up the mountain. It takes about 15, 20 minutes to get to the top of the mountain. And a big hill, huge rocks and boulders in the woods. I mean, it's magnificent. And then you come up to a plateau and it's all sunny, and my brother mows up there. So it's easy for the dogs to sort of run around and play. And I throw that ball back and forth for a good long while. I can't even tell you how long. Good girl, Ava. She sat down. But they have ADD. The freaking dogs have ADD. They know where the ball's going to go. And then it's like almost a football play. They veer off the other direction, but I'm already throwing the ball out that way. I'm not crawling into the woods to find the balls, guys. I'm just telling you. So it's been with the sprained ankle, I've been doing a half of that walk. And so all of them, their energy is just pent up, right? And I'm finding I listen every morning to my meditation. I do a little bit. I keep some calm music on just to get me started because it is me and 5 dogs in the bed. It's not even a twin bed. It's a single bed. and we pushed the single bed up against the couch, and then my brother brought another mattress down so it would be layered so the dogs would have the option of where to sleep. My two always sleep with me. Ava down here, she's the baby, and likes to be as close to me as humanly possible. Lucy likes to climb up into my womb if she could. And Soft is chill. She just lays back. She's on the bottom mattress. She's happy. You get up in the middle of the night to, tinkle, and it's a cacophony of, let me do a little reenactment. Everybody's sleeping. Whoop. Oh, where are you going? Oh, we're going to go with you. Can everybody come with me to the bathroom? Absolutely. Everybody. I'm like, oh, I just want to go to the bathroom. So no barking. And how did you get in? Did you bust open that other door? I'm telling you. Luca, enough. Come here. Oh, creating change guy. Yes. So they did. They just broke open the other door. Dalai Lama, Dalai Lama, Dalai Lama, Dalai Lama. And you figure, if you're going to be spiritually honest, and this is part of what I wanted to talk about today, because really my channel is all about finding the love, finding the light, breathing, having patience, using your words. I've dropped more F-bombs than decades in just a short period of time. And it's not their fault. It really is finding that patience, but I'm not used to all of that. And, I'm living in the woods. Is that really what I want? I've thought about this. It's like, do I move closer to my brother? Do I live on the outskirts, which is dirt poor? And I thought I already lived in dirt poor town. No, I live in 2 steps above that because this is really, really poor. And even in the poor areas, I can't afford some of the rent. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. We're not in a crisis to do that. But the dogs are my teachers right now. They are teaching me about patience and kindness and breath. And I'm exhausted and I'm irritable. And I think I have compassion fatigue. I don't think there's hazard pay, but if there was hazard pay, I would need hazard pay. And there is hazard pay, actually. My car needed some work and my brother's going to pay for it. God bless that guy. He's doing me a huge, mitzvah, as they say. Good, Karen. I'm glad you got your delivery in. Yay. Yeah, it's hard. My ancestors always say I have patience of a saint. It has taken well, and so that's the funny part. When my mom was dying, one of the gifts that I thought I received was the gift of patience. And I cherished that. And then as I was working on my Reiki and digging deep into, well, who is it that I want to be? Because again, ancestrally, we're Italian. We don't do anything quiet. We're at an octave up here, and it's loud. And so I really wanted to bring everything down so that I didn't live in that anxious space all the time, or heightened, aggravated place, or impatient place. And I've had that for quite a while, but I've noticed, and I've shared this, that, I'm working on it all the time. And there are days where I'm really great at catching myself. So if I get a little snarky, I'm like, oh, I can rein this back in. You think you found Lucy's Russian connection? Uh-oh. You guys are cracking me up. So, Ben, I thought I might be able to live in the woods, and I'm struggling. I've got to be honest. There are no people. I see a lot of deer, which is great, and that sets the dogs off. I see little critters. I'm not a fan of snakes. I've seen a couple. They're gardener snakes, so I'm okay enough. And my brother lives with all of these beautiful rock walls, which I am determined to show you guys. I just can't walk right now very well on this ankle. So by next week, I should be able to. And I'm really doing some videos. Sorry, I'm shuffling on this chair. And I'm trying to show you the depth. I actually recorded me walking up the mountain. So maybe Mish, you can help me put something together and show everybody because it's beautiful, but I kind of like yardage and I like being closer to the road. I like being able to be in a little bit of a town. And there's a couple of nice restaurants, there's a couple of good shopping areas. So you have to drive to them. But I think my brother said it's like 20 minutes to most of the things that you would need once you get out of the woods. I don't know if I can do it, guys. I don't know. And that really changes what I was projecting for myself because I envision creating this utopia for a meditation retreat so that people could come and experience not just the woods, but the peacefulness. I mean, the birds that are singing, I don't even know who they are, these birds. And the sounds and the quiet, but there's no cars. Occasionally, there's a couple of farms, so you'll get a good whiff of some cow manure, which will clean the sinuses right out. And it's a great place that if you needed to do a writing workshop, a painting workshop, meditation workshop, a screaming workshop, because I've, belted a few times. But just so everyone knows, I've been singing in the woods every single day at the top of my lungs. And I found this song, and I don't know if you guys all know it on Facebook or Instagram. The happy cell, every single cell inside my body, every single cell is happy and well. Have you guys heard this song that's viral? I sing it all the way up the damn mountain, all the way down the damn mountain as I'm getting myself really trying to talk my body into being well and healthy. I've started exercising more than ever because that's pretty much all I can do. I've tried to read, but every time I open the book, I get a snout in between the pages like, hello, I think you need to pet me now. And then you get that one calmed down and the other one shows up. And I really wish I could show you. I have all these dogs. Can I do this? I hope I don't lose connection. All right. Can you guys see? That's Biscotti's bum. Can you see? Oh, I talked to him. That's Luca. And then I don't want to get you all dizzy. They are the banjo. Yes, exactly. I wish I could step out my door and sit out with nature for a few. Is there a reason why you can't? I don't know. I know you're in Colorado, but is it because of the bugs, the weather, the temperature, your health? This feels more like irritation than meditation. Oh, Cromel. I mean, if I were a drinker, I would be pounding it back. I said to my brother, do you have any Valium? I can use a little something to calm my nerves. There is no nature out my door. I am in a crowded town. I just can't go out the door to the road. Gotcha. I gotcha. I know, Luca Biscotti. And they've been so good. They're very confused. They're like, Mom, what the hell are we doing here? And so, this is my living truth, right? It's being in the deep woods. It's reshaped my entire sort of definition of what it is to be patient, what it is to be compassionate, what it is to have sanity. And I did come here thinking I'd be floating on my Reiki principles, you know, and my Don Miguel Ruiz four agreement principles and all this pure love and light and energy. But some days, most every day, I'm exhausted. So sleeping is really difficult because they're big dogs. They kick in their sleep. They talk in their sleep. I mean, they're having full-fledged conversations. They're waking up my two little ones and they're like, is something wrong? And it sounds like they're in pain, but they're having some conversation. So I'm learning that the spiritual practice doesn't remove chaos. And I think naively, I thought the more I used my breath, um, it would sort of evaporate. And that's not true. It's teaching me, I think, how to meet the chaos, which I'm still learning, you know? And so I want to be more spiritually grounded. If I can't be spiritually grounded in this magnificent space, I'm probably not going to be able to. And so it comes down to practice. And when you think of dogs, they're your teachers, right? I mean, we think about these archetypes that I talked about. January was about clearing, right? So clearing isn't glamorous at all, right? And in this environment, it's muddy paws. They haven't chewed my slippers, but they run away with them and they think it's funny. The barking at invisible spirits in the woods. One night was terrifying. All five dogs did not stop. They stood out in the driveway and barked and barked and barked. And finally, I got them in the house about 4:30 in the morning. They all fell asleep. And I was on high alert with a broom in my hand because I thought somebody was out there. And so that, sleeping has been, up and down. When you think of, it's clearing your reactivity as much as your space. And so my reactivity needs a lot of work. And I think the dogs are showing me, what needs clearing inside: the impatience, the overstimulation, the myth that I must be serene. Your grandpa played the mouth harp? Wow. Oh, Gramps played spoons. What the heck did I just watch the other night? These guys were playing. There was a banjo, there were the spoons. It was another instrument I'm not familiar with. It's the most beautiful music. Um, Deep Woods music is gorgeous. Um, I haven't seen any bear. They're here, but there's no food for them to come this way. So I'm guessing they're going to go somewhere else. I don't remember the band on Andy Griffith, but I remember Lawrence Welk. Loved Lawrence Welk and all the funky music. And then February, we talked about grounding. With the five dogs, they force you to be in the present moment. All right, so we'll take a look at the link that Mish just put out. Laura's here. Hello, Lakeside Laura. Lovely to see you. Thank you for coming. Oops. I wish I could play this on my stream, Mish. I thought I'd be able to futz around more and learn YouTube a little bit better and maybe get StreamYard up and running so I could show videos and this kind of thing. But the environment here is not conducive to that at all. So, it's really just practicing what I preach to you guys, which is about breathing. And, I almost in my head follow a line and breathing in, going straight up. And then I plateau and hold and I down. And I literally do this a lot. And that's why I was singing that song about every single cell inside my body, every single cell is happy and well. And I repeat that and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. I'm sure you guys have seen it. They were backwoods family on the show, Hillbillies, but they were very talented. I don't remember. If you ever want to, let me know. Yes, I do, Mish. When I get home, hun, I just have to be home. I have to be in my space. Yeah, I have to be in my space. Creating Change made a thump base with a galvanized tub and shovel handle. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Do you hear it? There's nobody here. Will you all excuse me for one moment, please? And I'm going to leave it on so that you can hear the chaos and breathe with me and for me. I know, it's okay. It's all right. I know. Thank you. All right. They're all outside barking at something. God bless them all. Dalai Lama, Dalai Lama, Dalai Lama. I did that the other day when my brother was here and he's like, who the hell's this Dalai Lama? Now he knows who he is, but I always use that to try to diffuse all of our aggravation and our impatience. And he laughs. Maybe we can get them in line by bark, pitch, and teach them a song. I was out there barking with them earlier when they were barking at nothing. I was like, okay, 6 can play at that game. And I just started to howl. And all of a sudden they just looked at me like, okay, the human has now lost her mind. We've sent her over the edge. And I'm telling you, they are pushing me and I love them. So, and I wouldn't change this. So I want to be clear. This is a blessing to be able to help my brother do this, right? And his friend. There was no other option, or there is no other option for watching the dogs. And these 3 golden retrievers have only lived in the woods. So I couldn't take them to my place. And God knows my place is way too small. I don't know what they're barking at, but it's showing up. And all right, I am going to put you on pause. I'm going to quiet the mute and go and retrieve all these animals that are now heading into the woods. And Luca's this big, and all the critters are much bigger. Please don't look at how fat I am. If they do it again, I'm just going to shut down the show because it's too crazy. Yes, I muted because they're pushing their mama over the cliff. Thank God my brother has a back field. And so after this, I'm going to take that bloody ball and throw it with them for a good half hour or so until dinner time, and that way they can get pooped out. And my brother will be back tonight around 10:30, 11, so he can take over the insanity of nighttime duty if these guys don't want to calm down with me. Um, oh, all right. So, um, and they called it puppy love. They were sent from up above. Somebody help me, please. Oh, Richard, God help us. So, anyway, I mean, the experience is good. So, right, we do what we have to do to help friends, to help family. And I love these dogs. I really do. And I think I'm bringing the three girls, Ava, Safta, and Lucy, something. And I am setting boundaries. They don't always listen to them. And mind you, these are big dogs. They drink and eat out of big bowls. And Lucas and Biscotti is like this little bowl. And they drink the water out of that damn bowl. And I just am like, why am I getting my panties in a knot over that? Because it's so insignificant. They just want to feel like they're getting undivided attention, right? And my irritability isn't a flaw. It's just a signal to the web out there that says, okay, there's some interference, chill out. And what's important, right? So everything isn't perfect. Isn't that important? I don't look all coiffed and I'm not wearing all my fun clothes. Yeah. By the way, just donated about 5 or 6 bags of clothes to the Big Brothers and Big Sisters. So I'm cleaning out house when I do go home and I'm purging. I mean, it feels good to release that stuff. And dogs mirror our frequency, our energy, right? So if I'm all wound up or scared, they're going to be on heightened alert. I haven't really been scared except that one night. And there just was no way for me to know if there was someone out there. I don't think so. I just think it was an animal or birds and the plumbing. What do you mean, Teresa? So the plumbing in this house, when you turn on the water, it makes this musical invitation of sputtering and banging and clanging. And periodically in the middle of the night, you will hear a bang and a clang, and it does sound like someone's knocking on the door. Now, these doors are thick, so I'm not worried of someone breaking in the door, but there are 3 side doors that are glass that someone could kick in. But good luck to them because these dogs will go after them in a heartbeat. So I do have, even my little boys will go after them. I'm not reading the chat. Hold on. Let me come back. Did someone just say CBD? Because I'm not a CBD fan, but I'm really considering. Oh, for the dogs? Who here has gotten benefit from CBD? It didn't do anything for you, even super strength. Karen, interesting. Oh, thank you. Clint, I needed to hear that. Thank you. I stick to the super strength THC. I think all animals reflect our frequency. Cats even more than dogs. This cat is really chill. So Tessie sits up in the loft. I go up. I spend a little bit of time with her. She's not particularly enamored of me. But she did sort of rub up against me yesterday and I was so tickled. But she has her routine. And look, this is a house full of dogs. It's a lot of female dog energy and needy energy. These dogs are needy. I hope there's no skunks, but I haven't smelled one skunk. I am cautious about porcupines. I heard they're here. But I'm I'm pretty lucky, I think. A little green Jesus for me the last couple of days. Oh, I don't know what a green Jesus is. Um, okay, so psilocybin helped you. Melatonin. So I'm taking melatonin. That does help me. You may not see it, but I see it. Your light is still there, and you're still our Teresa. Thank you, Mish. And I think that's the truth about all of us, right? I think we have to just acknowledge that just because, I have this vision of what I'm supposed to be for this channel, for myself, for my community, for the people around me. Where in the world does it say you're never supposed to lose your temper? And where does it say that you're not supposed to be who you are? And I've been watching so many documentaries or the Chase Hughes and the Greg Bradens of the world and a couple of others as well, because it really is just like it's identifying that, look, we did choose lessons that we wanted to learn here. And I have always said I needed to be more patient because that's not what we grew up in my family. We were loud. We sat at a table and you didn't just pass this. Blah, blah, blah. What do you mean you didn't do this? You didn't do your homework? What do you mean? You didn't mow the lawn? Blah, 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 blah. Everybody was loud. So my whole goal has always been to try to bring it back. But I can see in me that even though I've done all of these courses, and all of these wonderful classes and all of these certifications, it doesn't mean that you're perfect. There is no perfect, guys. And I think, oh, here they go again. I'm just going to let them go. They heard a noise in the woods and they're running, but I left the door open so they can all just go. And, we need to find a way within ourselves to accept that we're flawed. We're in this matrix of being flawed. We're trying to find our path to be whoever it is that we think we're supposed to be. I'm just checking to make sure nobody snuck in. And the other thing is that spirituality, energy, it's not passive, right? We have to participate in it. What is it? You got to find yourself a nice hippie at Karen. They always have the best and safest. Oh, we're still talking about yeah. And look, guys, I'm never going to probably do the CBD. And I really do want to use my breath work, and I really do want to embrace the experience, and I really want to fall in love with knowing that inner peace, compassion, patience, it's a skill. It's like learning YouTube. It's like learning OBS. It's like learning Restream or StreamYard. It's a tool. They're tools. It's just that I think, I don't want to say you think, I think that it should be more intuitive and easier than it has been. And I struggle sometimes with, well, where's this compassionate girl that I keep saying I want to be? And am I truly, or am I just full of it? And I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, I think it's a little bit of everything. There are days where I have such empathy and such compassion for people, for certain situations. And there are other days I'm just like, oh, they're getting what they deserve. That's the part I don't like in me. Because who am I to say somebody deserves the stumbling and the fall that I feel someone deserves? I mean, there's some people that I really want to fall flat on their face to understand and have acknowledgement that they have hurt so many people along the way. But who am I to judge that? Hi, Lucy. I know you're very CBD does not have THC, Teresa. You probably know that. No, I don't really know anything. I don't, when it comes to that, I don't. Um, I like to focus in on my hypnosis. I like to focus in on the meditation. Um, but, I'll figure it out. Yeah, Carmel, the truth comes out, eventually. It does. All right, can you please sit down, sweet girl? Because you're breathing very hot and I don't need that on me. She's the needy one of the group. Yeah, it's releasing judgment and it's so easy to judge people who are blatantly flawed in front of you, right? People who are rude or mean or vulgar or condescending. Please, sweet girl, can you sit down? Sit down for the peoples. I know, sit down. Sit down. You snuck in and let all the other dogs go running. I know. I know. You're all flibberty gibbetish. Can you sit? Thank you. All right. You still have 45 minutes before dinner, so you're not getting a treat. And that's the other thing is I try to obey my brother's rules about feeding the dogs because when my dogs really get underfoot, I give them a treat and then they're like happy. You don't do that here. So I'm trying to obey the rules. And I'm not going to lie, I've cheated a couple of times with them when they've sent me over the edge. I'm like, here, have some broccoli. And these dogs love vegetables. So go figure. Um, give those doggies a treat. Oh, I'm going to give them something. All right. Actually, they're happier when you give them the balls, the tennis balls, and throw them. And they will just run back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, happy as anything. What I don't like is my two dogs have developed snipping and biting at Lucy and Ava because they come at me as if they're going to attack me. They're not, and I'm not afraid, but they don't understand that and they're starting to bite. And it's really upsetting that they're developing this behavior. And that's hard, you know? And I think using Reiki, Reiki asks us the energy. And I don't know if I need to really do a recap. Maybe I'll do a Reiki recap. I still want to do my religious talk with Richard and crew. But Reiki asks us to be present, right? To be compassionate. Um, it sparks that honoring and acknowledging your limits. And it's not about being calm all the time. It's noticing your energy and trying to return back to it. And that's what I struggle with sometimes. And, if I think about Don Miguel Ruiz and the Four Agreements and being impeccable with your words, I've used some very naughty words because I lose my patience. And so it's like, speak gently. And even animals respond when you lower the temperature. But sometimes we've had enough, and they're not really being misbehaving to me or at me, right? Um, they are, well, hello, Professor Con. They are responding to the situation around them, and it is teaching me. But I do miss my own environment. And that's something else that it's taught me is appreciation for my home. When I arrogantly, I came from such a nice home and then had a major step down. It's not that the place I'm in is a bad place. It's not. And it could be designed better. And I have a friend who does this AI stuff to best use the furniture you have to make your room more what you want it to be. So she's going to teach me that. I just can't do that while I'm in this house because I'm not home. And I think, remembering our breath work is so crucial. And I have to say, using that little song that I found on the reels and on Instagram about, repeating constantly, every single cell inside my body, every single cell is happy and well. Every single cell inside my body, every single cell is happy and well. I'm so glad that every single cell in my body is happy and well. And repeating that and repeating that and repeating that, I feel like I'm healing, right? I feel like physically I'm healing. From a cellular level, I'm healing. From my twisted ankle, I'm healing. From the agitation. And it makes me laugh, and I sing it all the way up the mountain, partly to also increase my breath work because I'm huffing and puffing, and I have this walking stick that guides me all the way up that darn mountain. But this is the most out of shape I've ever been in my life. And being here has helped me narrow that down so that I'm like, no, I need to keep moving because I don't want to be an old lady who can't do diddly squat. I don't know who they're barking at, guys. They're making me bananas. All right, let's see. Someone just said something about chicken parm with vodka sauce. I'll admit, when I find myself loving perfectly, complete respect, no judgment, patience, or envy or jealousy, I find myself asking, where did that come from? It's not often or everyone. Yeah, Richard, I agree. But it is what I want to work towards. I agree. You'll be seeing you sitting. Oh, I know. Richard will be with the Dalai Lama. I plan on being with the Dalai Lama, but probably in the next life. You don't mind the barking? Are you sure it's a walking stick and not a broom? I'm positive. Although, if I thought a broom would get me up that hill faster, I would freaking use the broom. Oh, that's funny. Just gonna throw out the old Mentos in a Coke bottle theory. Some anger healthy, unresolved anger. Yep. Yeah. It's hard to temper the fire. Yes, Angela. I used to burn everything down with my anger. Turns out it had a lot of watery emotional energy behind that I did not want to feel. Oh, you're all back in? Thank you. Nimbus 2000. Well, by now there has to be a new version, Richard. Okay, it's not as bad as I'm thinking. Okay. Okay, Lucy. I think they need a dog that's got called Ethel because they are a comedy act. Oh, here they all come. They're all. Can I show you? I know. All right. Okay. Oh, for goodness sakes. Girls and boys. Oh. Can you sit down, please? Thank you. I don't know what you all are talking about out there, but I'll take you for your WALK when we're done. I can't say the word because then they will all go running to the door barking, ready to go. So I know. And, the fact that they're wagging their tails and that they're happy and that they're getting love. I have found, and this is interesting about me, and this was even so I can turn this around to a dating life. I didn't like to be smothered. I don't like somebody up in my space all the time. I am somebody who does like her space. Now, that doesn't mean I don't like to be hugged or cuddled, but this kind of attention that these three Goldens are giving me is too much. It's just too much invasion of my personal space. And I find that very interesting that there has to be a happy medium in life. And I find that, it's baby's got her blue jeans. Thanks, Clint. You got a song stuck in my head. Great tune, though. Um, and New York Debs is in the house. Hello, New York Debs. Yeah, it's like, don't get into my space. Don't encroach in my space so much. Um, I am the kind of girl that, I love to hold hands. Great. But don't smother me. And I don't need to be with you 24/7. That's never the kind of person. Maybe because I did grow up in the woods where as a young girl. And I sat on the swing sets by myself and I climbed the trees and read books. And then I went to Boston University in Massachusetts with a gazillion people. I went from really no friends, except from school time, but I didn't live at school, to being in Boston where I was inundated and I loved the vibration of the city. And I didn't feel smothered. And I saw that there were possibilities of having a small yard and, having space. And then when I left there and eventually bought my house, I was on a main street, main road. And so I still felt part of the community, even though I had all this land that I could garden in and meditate on and escape from the world because I was traveling for my job. And when I had to let that go after my heart event, and I still miss that house and driving by and seeing my gardens that I spent almost 20 years developing and creating, and they've let them go to rot. And if I had $1 million, part of me says I'd like to buy it back, but I'm not meant to. That's part of the healing journey, is that served a purpose at that time. But now I have to move on. And part of what I do with you guys is to try to unravel, well, where do I really belong? Where's my community? Where are the people? Where's my tribe? How do I reevaluate? Well, if I move near my brother, maybe I'm not right in the woods here with him, but I'm nearby. And can I build that community here? Is there an audience for that, what I want to do? Do I really want to do it? Or am I done with it? One of the things that some of these teachers that I follow on YouTube, the Greg Bradens and the Chase Hughes and a few others, is that really the path I want to go down, is to invite that kind of community into my life? I don't know. So I struggle with it. No. Luca Biscotti. They're going back out. They're running. God bless them. So let's see. Oh, Deb, I'd love to hug somebody just a little bit bigger than me. It's more like she's got legs and knows how to use them. What she needs, right? Oh my God, you guys are cracking me up. You guys are so funny. If I had $1 million. Oh yes, I know. My mom's house just went up for sale. It's beautiful, $250K. Wow, that's a good deal. Yeah, I hear you. I'm still trying to find my sub community. Yeah, Ben, it's finding that place. Where do I belong? Who are the people that I belong with? Who wants to hang out with me? You guys are here, and I can't tell you the joy I feel. And there was a small part of me before that delivery arrived. I'm like, I know that those guys are going to show up just when I start. I should cancel. And I'm like, no, I need my people. And then I said to myself, what if none of your people show? And I'm like, you know what? No, my people are showing, and you showed. So what a blessing that is to me. And I hugely appreciate it. Yeah, it's ball and frisbee time, Debs, for sure. They're going to get there running. And I'll bring my walking stick because my ankle's still not very strong. But You want to hang out with me? Thank you, Angela. I love that you guys are here. So again, I'm not going to be on Thursday. I still don't know. Um, so I'll be here next Tuesday. Yes. Can I just look at the calendar, guys? Because I'm a little bit off on my calendar. So yes, I'll be here on the 30th. Then I think I'll be home by July 6th, full time. That's what I think. So less than 2 weeks. I'm going to be home, and then I'll resume my Tuesday, Thursdays. One of the things I was hoping was that my Thursdays would be more of a video of meditation and some things that I've learned along the way. I've been starting this, and I don't know if I like it yet. Maybe Mish can help me work it out. These walkie talkies. So I walk and I talk, and I sort of share some of the insights that I have found, and just want to create little snippets. And I know you can create shorts. I still haven't done that yet. And so that's going to be on my agenda. I have a lot I want to do before September, because as we approach the fall, I really need to have my own come to Jesus moment. Is this the right avenue for me? I think it is, because I really enjoy talking with you guys. I am going to want to do some meets, and have engaged discussions, where we can really talk about things that maybe me just proselytizing on YouTube is not the right venue. I have a lot of things that I want to share about us being better people and better community for each other without judging. And one of the things that Clint and whatever that guy's name was, shoot, he said it, and I won't find it, but that got create change guy. They talked about the fact that they have differing opinions, and yet they wanted to open the dialogue. And I think, I have to do that, because I feel so protective of my rights as a woman, as a person. And I'm very hurt and insulted by people that want to intentionally diminish my value as a woman, not me as Teresa, but societal. And I think we have to have this discussion to say, hey guys, and literally, hey guys, and hey ladies, why do we want to surrender who we are? What value is that going to bring? And I really feel called to have this discussion. But what we're doing is not really a discussion. Yes, in the chat, but it's, oh, thank you, Richard. Hug, 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 hug. And I really, for me, and all of a sudden, as I'm saying this, I know it's been like the longest day of the year, but in the mountains, when the sun's still out there, all of a sudden it gets dark. That's the thing. It's very woodsy here. I'm definitely going to get that. Maybe I'll try to do a video and put it on my post. I figured out how to do that recently. And I put some other things out there on the post. So if you guys have a chance to check out the community page, that would really make me happy to see, I'm posting some stuff. And I know Sandra's not on here, but she comments on my journaling prompts a lot. And I actually have to do that now too today, because I try to prep ahead a little bit. And I don't think I have one for today. So I have to get one done. But I want to find the things that are important to me. I really do want to do things that I think you guys would like. And I have taken some great photos, Cromel, of some of the structures here. There's not a lot of plant life. I mean, there's a lot of greenery and trees, but no flowers out here. And Pete, my brother's not here enough to grow flowers. But a lot of the dogs and some funny funny pictures of my puppers. Um, and even the extended girls, the three Goldies, they're pretty damn funny. And in bed with really a puppy pile. The other morning I woke up and I literally had four dogs on top of me and one on the side of me. And I thought, no one's going to believe this. How can I take a picture? And I'm laying there with the phone going, wait, can I do this? And you don't really see me. You just see this pile of dogs. And it's hysterical and it brings me so many giggles. So let's see. I thank God for the village I find myself in now, and it does feel amazing. Not everyone sees it, and that's okay. Not everyone's meant to, and that's absolutely true. 100%. For women to succeed, we need men on our side. Absolutely. My 2 cents as social media veteran, few can build a real community. You just be you. Yes, I agree. You're right, Clint. It's true. You just have to be you, and your community will find you. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the people that I have here on this channel and in this community, and that reach out to me. That it raises me up too. But you're right. I wish you'd have held higher. Okay, hold on. I don't know why I think I'm trying to read this. I wish you'd have held higher corporate positions like I have. It's no big deal. I'd rather do my dog treats at my own pace. I don't know if I get that. To me, building a community is akin to building a cult. A community is natural. It just becomes the healthy ones. Yeah, I don't want to be a cult. And if any of you start to worship me, I'm backing down. I'm telling you that right now. Do not look to this as your Shangri-La. It takes a lot of realization and self-destructive, actually, as well as acceptance. I'll never be where I want to be, but I'll keep trying best I can. So I'm going to challenge you on that right now, Mish. One of the things that I have learned is you're going to change that. I'll never be where I want to be, and just say, I am so grateful I am where I want to be, as if it's already happened. And that's one of the things I want to talk about moving forward is it's not just manifesting it. It happened. I am going to repeat it every single day that I am so grateful to have the house that I have been waiting for and that I have the gardens that I've been waiting for. I think if we say it as if it's happened, even when I was driving on the highway here, before I even got I got into the car, turned it on before I even put it into drive. I was just like, thank you so much for me getting to my brother's Peter's house in such a safe manner with no traffic. Son of a gun. I have gotten here each time with no traffic and no nuttiness on the highway. And I'm going to continue to say that it's happened. So, girl, you are getting where you want to be, and just say that you've already gotten there and it'll catch up to you. The divine Saint Teresa. Well, there's got to be a tilted halo there somewhere. It isn't for everyone to see. Besides, remember, you spent a lifetime serving others. You are finding you for you now. Look at Clint. He's like our guru now. My own business, dog trees. I gotcha. Well, guys, I'm going to let you go. I didn't realize we were past 6, but I'm going to get all the Tweedledees outside and for their last hurrah before they call it a night, before I have to feed them. This has been so wonderful. I can't wait to see you next Tuesday. And after that, I'll be home. So, oh, hello, Luca. Yes, he got excited. He heard me say something. Um, I send you all so much love, so much light, so much healing, so much compassion, so much patience, so much joy, sprinkled with laughter and a whole bunch of giggles. So much healing and love. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait to see you guys next time. May you truly be blessed with so much love, especially from me. Mwah!